I am certain that after the dust of centuries has passed over our cities, we, too, will be remembered not for victories or defeats in battle or in politics, but for our contribution to the human spirit. The success of this government, and thus the success of our nation, depends in the last analysis upon the quality of our career services. In the Chinese language, the word crisis is composed of two characters, one representing danger and the other, opportunity. To further the appreciation of culture among all the people, to increase respect for the creative individual, to widen participation by all the processes and fulfillments of art, this is one of the fascinating challenges of these days. I look forward to an America which will not be afraid of grace and beauty, an America which will reward achievement in the arts as we reward achievement in business or statecraft. It may be different elsewhere. But democratic society, in it, the highest duty of the writer, the composer, the artist is to remain true to himself and to let the chip. It is increasingly clear that no matter what party is in power, so long as our national security needs keep rising, an economy hampered by restrictive tax rates will never produce enough jobs or enough profits. Now let me make it clear that I believe there can only be one defense policy for the United States, and that is summed up in the word first. I do not mean first, but. I do not mean first, when. I do not mean first, if. I mean first, period. War will exist until that distant day when the conscientious objector enjoys the same reputation and prestige that the warrior does today. The time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining, by filling three basic gaps in our anti-recession protection. Our deep spiritual confidence that this nation will survive the perils of today, which may well be with us for decades to come, compels us to invest in our nation's future, to consider and meet our obligations to our children. Too often in the past, we have thought of the artist as an idler and dilettante, and of the lover of arts as somehow sissy and effete. We have done both an injustice. The life of the artist is, in relation to his work, stern and lonely. He has labored hard, often amid deprivation, to perfect his skill. He has turned aside from quick success in order to strip his vision of everything secondary or cheapening. His working life is marked by intense application and intense discipline. We can say with some assurance that, although children may be the victims of fate, they will not be the victims of our neglect. The time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining, by filling three basic gaps in our anti-recession protection. The federal budget can and should be made an instrument of prosperity and stability, not a deterrent to recovery. I have pledged myself and my colleagues in the cabinet to a continuous encouragement of initiative, responsibility and energy in serving the public interest. Let every public servant know, whether his post is high or low, that a man's rank and reputation in this administration will be determined by the size of the job he does, and not by the size of his staff, his office or his budget. In serving his vision of the truth, the artist best serves his nation. Rising tide lifts all boats. Thank you for dropping by on our channel. See you in another video. I love you.